because this takes forever. All right. Hello, you guys. I didn't go to the Clark Center. I took a trip down memory lane. I couldn't figure out a ride like I did on my post, and I showed my rewards. Reason why I leaked them just for privacy reasons and whatnot and whatnot. But I would tell you guys where I live when if I ever move like far away. But I got to visit my elementary school. I was tired. I ran around with some kids. Like I like to say, I want everybody at school to finish strong. Now, here's the thing. I'm hoping you guys can hear me. I went back and I had some fun. I feel like people shouldn't be picking on people or judging people ever on the little ones. That's why we weren't there. We weren't there to pick them up. Pick not excuse me, I didn't mean to say it like that. I meant to say we weren't there to pick on them. We were there to let them know, like, hey, we're getting ready to graduate. This used to be us back then. We were there to help them and maybe play games. And I like the positivity and the smiles today. But let's get into a serious topic because I'm tired of people being rude to each other and judging people. I feel like no matter what age, your gender, anything like that, I know you guys can't see me. I don't want controversy or nothing, but I don't think people should judge people on age, height, limit, how their weight is either, because I feel like someone might be like, okay, you're a perfect fit, certain age, and I'm glad they don't have a law sitting here and saying a certain age where some people can't work at elementary, some can't work at middle school, they have to work at high school, and I'm thankful that we can have a bunch of different ages because people shouldn't be judging people. Oh, well, look, you look like you can't have a kid. You look like you're a grandpa. Or you have like high school or middle school kids. You should come work at a high school or middle school. Oh, well, you look like you can sit here and have a baby and get um, cranky and whatnot. Maybe, what's it called? Maybe you shouldn't be a teacher here. People shouldn't judge someone to look like, hey, this person looks like they can have a child. Why don't they work at an elementary school? Or well, look at this person, they can't. You shouldn't judge somebody because then it's gonna make them be hurt or cry. But I played tonight, but it's getting a little too late, and I'm tired, and I have to wake up early. I mean, I wish I could wake up at like 8 o'clock because my thing doesn't start until 10. I mean, I wish I wouldn't have went to the Clark Center, but I wasn't able to. But like I said, people shouldn't be rude, racist, or nothing, and sit here and tell people, no cap, that, hey, what's your name? Oh, how old? And then assume their age and be like, well, if you're gonna sit here and be having, don't do that. They're gonna hurt their feelings of like, well, I mean, if, and then they say, oh, well, we work at an elementary school and we have a baby in our stomach, and I'm not saying that anyway, it's the truth sometimes. They're gonna be like, I'd have to literally run around. And it would hurt. And I can understand when people are working hard, and I could appreciate all different ages or anything for anything. But I mean, people shouldn't be like, oh, well, this person shouldn't be working here. You shouldn't be just judging people. They have to understand some people might want to have a family. They may want to start having family. You can't judge them right off the back and be like, oh, well, we're going to anticipate that at some point someone here at the school that's an age where they're not in high school anymore can sit here and and have children and be like, oh, they came to school, they're pregnant. Nah, you shouldn't be doing that. It's like people need to understand, be thankful, like, hey, don't judge the janitor, don't judge people because their age. oh, well, look at you. Nah, they have to be thankful because some people, not saying this, but like, it just hurts because some people are like, nah, we don't like children. We don't want to have children. I just feel like people shouldn't be judging because I would pray to God that stuff would happen. Because I'm thankful because some people are like, oh, I don't want to have any children. Why would I want to sit here and go work with children? I do appreciate the people that contribute their time and work hard at schools because without school, how would we have, or teaching yourself, how would we have YouTube? How would we have Twitch? How would we have Instagram? How would we be able to post fun events to show around the world and whatnot? But I don't want to dive too much into more detail, but I'm just letting you guys know that you shouldn't be judging people and whatnot to say, hey, you gotta go. And then they're gonna be sad because they just lost a faculty member or staff member because no. And I'm thankful, like I said, that people are allowed to even have the freedom and everything, and I'm thankful that we can even have school. Like I say, I don't appreciate the people that like hate on people because they're parents, or when another dude tells another dude like, hey, my wife's pregnant, oh hey, my girlfriend's pregnant, oh hey, my friend's pregnant. And then I'm like, oh well, where are the dads? They're gonna be like, oh well, thank goodness I'm not anywhere around girls because I can't get them pregnant. And it just upsets me. Now, I'm not saying this to me and my parents. Please, and I mean this, but I just want to have positivity and good in the world. Not saying this way. Parents, this kind of was made for kids and kind of not because I'm glad we were there. We weren't there to bully the elementary kids. We were there to have fun and play games with them and show them, hey, we're graduating this. We used to be in your guys' grades. Now, if you guys don't want your kids to watch this, I can understand, but it was kind of made for kids and not made. And even though I'm playing like 2K and I put no, not made for kids, it's because you could put comments on it. But I just like the fun, the positivities, and the smiles. Going back a little bit down memory lane. I mean, I'm thankful for everybody that contributes their time and work hard because what would we be doing? I mean, what would we be doing? We'd literally be being bored. Nothing would be built. We would all just be walking, talking, chilling, maybe having like no houses, no hospitals, nothing. I'm thankful for all that because if there was no school and there was no technology, and I can appreciate the technology because it shows people out in the world you can have fun because people don't live there or they want to know why they should travel there. And I'll probably be playing 2K tomorrow. And I'm glad that I wasn't able to make a video. I wanted to make a video if I wouldn't have had permission, but like I said, I don't want to get in trouble with the parents because I went to an elementary school. Now, I don't know his grade, and I'm not going to say the age. He was pretty, like, I don't know what grade he is, but he was a baller. Let me tell you, he couldn't have embarrassed me because you know what he did? He did moves that I couldn't do ever. Him at his age, and I want everybody at schools, elementaries, middle school, high school, to finish strong. I'm very proud of him. Hopefully, one day, I want to encourage him. If I could ever see him again, if I could go back there and visit, I would encourage him to play basketball. I encourage someone, if you're good at something, and trust me, I played basketball, my defense wasn't good. I'm thankful they wanted to do a 4v1 because probably if I would have did a 2v2, they would have been like, hey, it's not fair that I'm not saying that I didn't want people to be like, hey, it's not fair that you guys get him for a teammate and we don't get one, because I miss being in like elementary school and having fun and whatnot, because with my school, they're changing a lot of things. They are. And if you go on my Instagram, you can sit there and see my smiles. Knowing, hey, I'm about to have a good time. Seeing their smiles and being in pictures, knowing we're doing something good for out there in futures. This is good. It just hurts me when people might judge somebody. But like I said, kids, one day maybe when you get older, you guys can watch this. But I like it to encourage kids how to play sports and whatnot and do certain stuff and tell them, hey, finish school strong. But if you guys want to see this and your parents don't mind, just have them skip the parts where it's negative and it's nothing about children, not saying them anyway. Have them skip to the positive kids part. I'm glad I got to spend time with elementary kids, because now to think about it, that used to be me one day. And then now look at me. Now one day I'm gonna probably, if I do to ever decide to have kids, it's gonna be me one day, maybe married or maybe dating someone and maybe, having family, maybe having kids and signing them up for elementary. It's just, I get it. It's stressful. But you can think about it. You can encourage them to do good out in the world. I'm glad I was able to visit my elementary school. I encourage any little kid. Work hard, have fun, and enjoy your elementary. Seriously, I mean that. Because I don't want to really talk about it too much since we're on the kid portion. But I'll talk about it next time in a different portion. But I did appreciate them. I encourage them to do anything good. Have fun, be nice, and enjoy your elementary. I miss being a little kid because I used to go outside a lot. But a lot of things changed. I moved and whatnot. I didn't even, when I was in 6th grade and whatnot, I want to motivate you guys to keep playing on playground, because when I was in 6th grade, I don't know what for, but I'm not going to talk about it. Like I said, I didn't get to play on a playground. I don't want to say too much reasons. I'll maybe do that in another video or live stream. But I would encourage people that like playing sports or playing basketball. I give some people some compliments. I want to make people and kids where they're at now feel comfortable, so they know, hey, he wants us to have fun. Maybe tomorrow I might want those kids that are still going to maybe go to that elementary school that I used to went to. If I could go over there and tell them every day, hey, if they could remember me and they could have shown them pictures of me, I want them to remember me. It's fine if they don't remember me. I might want the parents to show, and then if the parents wanted to find me and I went back to the school, I'd be like telling the kids' parents, hey, your son crossed me over. Your kids let me have a fun job. joy. I almost wanted to really cry tears of joy, really cry because it could have been me very sad missing that school, but I sucked it up. I really did. But it was fun. It was some good lit times today. Tomorrow, I wish I could go back. And when they were screaming and very excited, and my friend was posting saying, "Hey, people playing soccer," I'm just trying to motivate and I want to have good and make them feel good. I want to make them feel good about them. Like I say, I like to raise people. I like to motivate and help people. Because if you're hurting somebody, bullying them, doing anything, you're putting them down. Be a good friend, role model, help them up. Help them up. Because you'll have friends, you'll have buddies. Like it would just be upset one time if it would be upsetting to see not good choices. But I want to see good and something. But I do appreciate it going back and knowing memories, knowing when I was a child, even though I only got a Tuesday through Friday now left. But I want everybody that's watching, if you're a high school or you go to my school, finish strong. Everybody finish strong. Have a safe ride when you guys get to school. Have a safe time at school. Have a good time playing again. Those kids at recess. Everybody have fun playing basketball, doing whatever you guys like to do on your breaks and lunch, recess, whatever terms that are out there these days for elementaries. Have fun, have a good time. Everybody have a like I usually say. Like I usually say or say a lot. And I don't mean to repeat myself. This is the last time I'm going to repeat myself about that. Have a good night, good evening, good morning, wherever you're at. It was breathing. Peace.